ni Dee, nag-meet kami in high school.
Oh my goodness,
Diba?
yes.
Younger batch ko siya. So we would always see each other in school. And ever since, ganyan na siya kaputi,
Wow.
ganyan na siya ka-quirky,
Hindi.
ganyan na siya ka-happy. Tsaka
Boyish ako nung nakilala.
Ganyan siya, makikita kami sa CR ng school.
Oo, sa CR, the place to be.
Yeah. Hi, Ate Cams. Ganyan siya. Pero very talented to si Dee. And yung isa sa mga struggles ni Dee is that lagi siyang pinagseselosan ng mga jowa, ng mga barkada niyang boys. Di ba, Dee?
Or mga leading man ko, galit sa akin lahat ng jowa, kahit I make them feel comfortable. Why ba?
Ka ba?
Sheesh. Wala naman nga. Nagalit
Sorry,
ulit.
nilabas lang niya yung mga angst niya. Kahit matagal na panahon na to. Yung mga K-drama fans dyan, K-pop fans dyan,
Yes.
lahat ng mga Koreans na pumupunta dito sa Pilipinas, kailangan mong nang dumaan sa dish room bago
Sana.
sila pumunta sa iba nilang gusto nilang gawin. We all know na mas masarap ang chikahan kapag may kasamang kainan. We're definitely not going to waste any ingredients, but we can't promise not to spill some tea. Here on Cam Cook With Me. Hi everyone! Welcome back to Cam Cook With Me. And for this episode, I'm going to be joined by my little sister here in showbiz industry. To be honest, parang hindi ko matandaan na nagkaroon kami ng time na nag-work kami together. But off-cam, we have so many times na nagkaroon kami ng interaction, so many moments wherein we were always together chatting and learning about life. We're both moms, at also such an early age, at isa yun sa mga things that we have in common. And I'm very proud of her and the things that she's doing today, and just all in all, the person that she has become. So, please welcome Denise Laurel!
Ate Cam!
Ito talaga yung legit na kapatid ko dito. Eh.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
Of course, Dee! Kung
I'm
alam
so
lang
happy.
nila,
Yes.
ito talaga ang bahay ni Dee.
No. I'm just so excited because I've seen this show grow so much. So to be guested here is just like a nice treat for me.
Yee! Thanks, Dee. But of course, syempre, we're gonna be making something. For now, we're going to make a dessert. Okay?
Ooh, my favorite.
Ang pangalan nito ay... Okay, so ang gagawin namin ngayon ay no-bake peanut butter balls.
Oh, sabihin niyo
Ayan.
yun ng mabilis. No bake peanut butter balls. Ah.
Yan ang challenge for today. But the thing is, it's so easy to make, and I think we like the fact na hindi ka magluluto. Ako, I like anything that you don't need to cook. Alam mo
Mabilisan.
yun?
Kasi the kids are always hungry, right? And they
Yes.
want like right now. Ganun.
Totoo. At saka, it's always nice to prepare something na hindi pa natin lahat na-try.
True.
So, what we need is just very simple. Konti lang din yung ingredients. It's like powdered sugar, melted butter, peanut butter. That's it. And melted chocolate. So what I used here, alam mo yung mga maliliit na parang for baking. Like semi-sweet chocolate, dark chocolate. It's up to you which one you like. But minelt lang natin siya sa microwave.
Napakadali lang na this is all stuff you can find on your
Pantry!
Yeah, your pantry, your refrigerator.
Yes.
Super easy, like mabilis ang midnight snack, I think.
Or if you have guests coming.
Play date na biglaan.
Tapos gusto mong magkaroon sila ng konting dessert. And
Yeah.
something that you can prepare ahead of time. So that you don't have to do it while you're making the menu or yung ibang importanteng dish for your guests. So, haluin ko lang yan, Dee.
It's no bake.
powdered
Again,
sugar.
No bake at all.
Medyo matatakot ka lang kasi parang ang dami ng asukal. Yung parang nung binuhos ko,
Hindi ko lang
kinabahan
sinabi,
din ako
pero
ng
low-key
slide.
natakot din ako.
Parang, oo.
Pero manalig tayo sa recipe.
Tama, wag tayong makialam kasi alam nila yan. Maybe I have to put the melted butter kasi ito yung magsaserve as a binder. Para maging sticky balls talaga siya.
Yes.
Grabe, napakamakasalanan nitong dish na to, guys. But,
Yes.
you know what? Once in a while, we deserve naman a treat, 'di ba? Hindi naman, lalo na dun sa mga strict yung diet nila or kung wala naman kayong sugar problem. So, you get to enjoy these treats. Tapos, siguro ang magiging pangbalanse ko na lang dito, D, is that I'll make smaller balls.
Yes.
Diba?
I was just gonna say portion control.
Yeah! And you know what? Ito natutunan ko to kay Ate Suzy because I've worked
love
with her for a
Suzy.
very long time. And she would always tell me everything in moderation.
True.
Diba? You don't need to parang, what do you call this? Yung parang deprive yourself from things that you wanna eat. Pero, everything has to be in moderation.
Yes, you don't also have to stuff yourself. I
Yes.
think I have to remind myself that.
Well, ako rin naman, lalo na kapag sobrang sarap. So, okay, I think I did it. Can you help me,
Sure, I will get...
make it into balls? While you're doing that, meron akong mga
Yes.
gustong itanong sa'yo because these are the things that I know about you since we were young. Very talented to si D. And I
Wow,
remember,
thank
sobrang galing niya
you.
kumanta.
Whoa.
And there was the story na you auditioned for Miss Saigon.
Yes, oh my gosh, a long time ago. I was 13, 14.
Okay. So, very young.
I thought that, I had what it took. And I guess they saw something in me. Then we were finalized between two for the lead role of Kim. And
Okay.
Lodi ko talaga si Miss Leia. So, syempre, I was so ecstatic about it, but also nervous at the same time.
Yes. Who wouldn't be, especially you were so young.
Yeah, kasi it would be in Korean. It was for Miss Saigon, Korea, or Australia. So it was either we had to do it in English or we had to learn to do it in Korean.
Yung language nila.
Yes. And I think I was hesitant kasi kakagaling ko lang din sa ibang bansa. It was my first time living alone. I was shooting an action drama comedy musical for MTV and VJing
Yes,
sa Singapore. Tapos kakabalik ko lang. Tapos na-feel ko, nawala lahat ng kaibigan ko, nawala lahat ng friends ko, I lost touch with my family, and na-homesick talaga ako. So I was scared to leave again.
Yes.
Although it was an opportunity of a lifetime, pero hindi pa naman 100% certain. So I figured I chose being an artista here.
Instead of taking that opportunity.
Because I really wanted to be with my family. I missed them so much. 1 year akong nasa Singapore mag-isa.
Okay.
At 13.
That's so young.
Yeah. I actually shared a flat with Mariel Rodriguez.
What?
Yeah, super random.
Grabe.
She
And how
taught
was
me.
it?
She taught me how to shop.
So she's like your ate.
Yes, I used to call her ate talaga, but not in front of other people. Kasi,
She doesn't like.
Hindi naman, out of just to make her feel nice. I always call her ma in front of everyone. But she was the one that taught me how to shop na wais yung grocery shopping mo, and
Kasi medyo pricey ang bilihin sa
yes,
Singapore.
and I used to live on my my daily allowance, and then I didn't want to spend my sweldo, and we would really clean up after ourselves. So parang when I got back, I missed my family so much. Even if dito wala din naman akong yaya, pero parang for a teenager,
Yes.
diba? And then at the
That's
same
so
time,
empowering to be,
Yeah.
to be by yourself and to be very independent at 13.
yes.
And parang feeling ko, Di, kung sa akin mangyayari yun, wow, parang pag-uwi ko at 14, kahit ano, kaya ko nang gawin.
Yeah. Yes.
So thanks for making this, D. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it in the ref.
Wait,
Kasi
one last.
kailangan tumigas yung ating
It's a big one.
peanut butter balls.
Ito na lang.
Okay. So here, meron tayong melted chocolate. So may microwave natin siya kanina. So eto na siya. So we're gonna coat it with chocolate. Pero yung dulo lang, like yung ibaba lang.
I'll
So,
watch you first.
Just like this. Swirl a little. Ta-da!
Ang bait mo nga eh. Kung ako yan,
Alam mo, Di, to be honest, natitempt talaga ako. Kaya lang parang inisip ko, todo na siya eh. Tapos, yung nakita
that's
ko doon sa video, isasara mo yung iyong ginawang butas.
yeah.
Okay, go, Di. Okay, so we're done with this. So again, ibabalik natin siya sa ref. Kasi
Okay.
gusto natin na tumigas yung ating chocolate coating sa bottom part.
Yeah.
But, Gee!
Ta-da! It's like a magic. Her.
Na-excite ako. This is so perfect with coffee. Diba?
Yes.
Tada!
I'm gonna get the smallest one. Ang arte ko.
Kunyari, smallest, pero mama.
Ay, hindi. It's hard naman pala. So we can just hold it like this.
Grabe, ang sarap naman ito.
It reminds me of this chocolate man. I can't say it. Reese's Pieces.
Yes.
Uy, wag na kayo
Peanut
bumili.
butter cups.
Ang mahal nun.
Pwede na
Tapos
kayong gumawa
gumawa na
ng
lang
sarili
kayo.
niyo.
Eh,
They're so good. And you know, the good thing about this is that pwede nyo i-adjust yung ratio. If you want more peanut butter, kung less powdered sugar, that's up to you. Thank you. Pero it's really so good. Perfect to with coffee.
I think kids would love this.
Gusto ko tuloy ng kape.
Yung mga pag-weekend, tapos magkasama-sama lang kayong lahat. I think everybody would love this, and it's so
Yeah.
easy.
So good. Okay, let's talk about motherhood. How young were you when you had Wookie?
I was 23.
Okay.
I always wanted to be a mom and experience that, what do you call that love? Like, unconditional, where it's not based on how you look, it's not based on what you're doing for somebody, it's not based on your relation. It's just a soul-to-soul person loving somebody forever, right?
Yeah.
And caring for somebody. So, I saw that from my grandparents, saka yung parents ko. Yung parents ko kasi they're each other's first boyfriend and girlfriend.
Grabe.
At sila pa rin hanggang ngayon.
Wow, that's the dream.
Yun talaga. So it made it so like impossible then for me, diba? To look at, wow, there's so much love. Parang, so when I had my kid, I was just like,
You're finally going to experience that kind of love.
yes, yeah. And at the same time, parang mas nakita ko pa kung ano yung love. Mas naranasan ko din like, oh, so this is how much God loves me pala.
Yes. Ako naman, I had Nathan, I was 22.
Okay.
So almost the same
Yeah,
age
yes.
when you had Bookie.
I remember too, I think I saw you while you were pregnant.
I think.
Yeah, I was
yes.
like so happy that you were pregnant.
And parang
also.
for me, ang dami kong hindi alam nung panahon na yun. Like, I wasn't really ready for it. And it felt like when I had Nathan, para lang akong pinasok sa motherhood na, okay, kaya mo na yan, gawin mo na yan. Tapos ikaw parang, paano ba ito? Paano ba? Di ba parang that's how it felt. And for you, it was different because you were also a single mom.
Yes, but I think what helped was when I dropped everything and I focused on my pregnancy because I was so afraid. I knew a lot of people would be mad at me, but I felt like the first step of becoming a mom, whether I'm ready or not, is to put him first.
Yes,
So I just, as much as I loved everyone, I kind of just tuned everybody out. Even some of my family, I just really went to a place where I would be relaxed, where I would be, peaceful.
Yes.
And then I focused on eating right. I ate everything that was right for my whole entire pregnancy. I also came to embrace the fact that no matter how much I prepare right now, like in this pregnancy, I'm never gonna be prepared.
Yes.
So I embrace the fact that I can be humble enough to know that I'm not gonna be the perfect parent. I'm not gonna have all the answers, and I'm in this alone. But technically, I'm not alone because I have my family, I have God, and I think God was so present during my pregnancy that I felt so secure. There were moments, of course, like any other human being, you're like, oh, crap.
Yeah, that's true.
How can I really do this alone? Parang, instead of, kasi if I thought, why me or what now, I would get depressed with our hormones pa when you're pregnant. Ganyan. So instead of that, I was like, okay, with this situation, how to move forward? Like, what steps to take?
Ang mature mo namang 23-year-old.
Kasi
Ako, hindi yun yung mga nasa isip ko. Yung mga naisip ko, okay, when I got pregnant, I knew right away that my life is going to change.
Yes.
And tinanggap ko yun, in-embrace ko yun na, okay, wala na lahat. Yung kabisihan mo, yung showbiz. And before, there's this thing that when you become a mom, you're over. Your
that's what,
career
okay,
is
I'll tell you
done.
something about that after, but go
Pero
ahead.
diba, that's how it used to be before. Wala na, tapos na yung career mo, hindi ka na makakabalik. Kaya dati, ang chikahan, I don't know nung panahon na yon, is whenever people or artists go to the States, it's because they're giving birth. It's always that story. Pupunta ng Amerika.
I'm so
manganganak
proud
yan.
that I crushed that.
And you know what? That's really exactly what I did. Because when I was pregnant, because I wasn't prepared for it, I really wanted the States. And I wanted to to spend my pregnancy period there. Kasi I wanted to be away from all the people saying na, hala, buntis siya, bata-bata pa na. Si Princess Sarah, buntis.
But
Yun
technically, you're not that you were 22, I was 23, we're not 16.
Yes,
I
but
mean, yeah.
in
their
the
eyes,
eyes,
they grew up watching us
yes.
kasi.
And
So,
as child stars, yun pala yung struggle doon. Like,
Yes.
in the people's eyes, you're forever a child. Hindi ka magdadalaga. Hindi, hello, mafo-40 na ako. Di, Princess Sarah pa rin ang tawag sa akin. So parang for me, somehow, meron siyang kapalit na struggle.
yes, of course.
Diba?
Yeah.
And parang yun yung na-feel ko. And tama yung sinabi mo, parang you have to focus yourself on, okay, what am I going to do after this?
Mhm.
How am I going to make it fruitful? Or paano ko ba, you're going to have to divert your life
Yes.
into something na kung may magbabago sa buhay mo, definitely, but you have to trust God to bring you there. Kasi hindi natin alam yun eh.
Yes. And so at some point I would be sad, but then at some point I would get excited. So I chose to cling on to excited.
Okay.
But like you said before, kasi I wasn't gonna go back to being an artist na.
Ayaw mo na sana.
I was gonna be like, you know what, I'll just be a devoted mom because I love loving, ganun. You know, I'm a lover. But then I started reading stuff like, you know what, such a shame. Wala na yung career niya. She's over. Sayang. Laspag na yan. Are we in 1920 or something like that?
Yes.
So parang I said, you know what? I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back strong. I'm gonna pave a way. I was in fighting form, and then I thank you ABS because they let me come back. And then I did the commercial for Pantene that was all about that.
Yes.
It was called Sayang Daw Ako. And apparently study na siya sa college for for
Multimedia.
yeah, something like that. But I always asked to get interviewed about it. But really, that was really my love letter to moms. Yeah.
You know, Dee, I like it because I somehow share the same story with you.
Mhm.
Since I also became I'm also a young mom, ganun din yung mga narinig ko. That
Diba?
your career is
Laspag
over,
ka, sayang.
tapos ka na,
Ang pangit
nanay
pa na.
roles ka na lang.
And it sounds so, sometimes when it's malalim na Tagalog, mas masakit.
Mas masakit. At saka parang it's also such a sad reality. Na parang ganun ba talaga yung industry na to? Na pag naging nanay ka, wala ka ng pag-asa. Oo, tsaka wala nang mangyayari sa'yo, hanggang dun ka na lang when you become a mom.
But that's actually one of the most beautiful purposes a woman has, right?
Exactly. So as a single mom, what were the challenges? Kasi ang alam ko, Dee, your setup is you live with your parents, and then there's you, and then there's Boki.
Yes.
So how is it when it comes to teaching Boki, discipline, and stuff like that?
I grew up without a yaya. And so I wanted him to grow up without a yaya as well. So my parents would watch him while I'm at work. And I just feel I'm so guilty. You know, that mom guilt kapag nasa set ka, tapos iniisip mo, how is he doing? Yeah, is he okay? Is he alright? Did he eat? Blah, blah, blah. But, you know, also the comfort of knowing that it's not a stranger. No offense, but everybody has their own way. For me, I just feel like I think less if
Kasi yun din
it's
yung
with my mom.
kinalakihan mo.
Yeah.
Normally sa atin, kung ano yung nakasanayan natin growing up, yun lang din yung gusto nating gawin up until we realize at some point na, I think I can tweak this. Or
Yes,
maybe I can change this part.
So with Wookie, I think my parents are very respectful din naman of how I raise him, where we really talk about everything. I sound annoying at times, and I know it. But I would much rather explain to him the reasons of everything, how things work and why they work that way. Because information is everything.
Yes.
I feel like sometimes when you're curious, that's when you know, of course I still want him to find his own way. I don't give him the answers. I teach him how to make decisions. So I'll give him information, and then I ask him, what do you want, A or B? Like, what do you think your choice is?
Yes.
And then whoever you want to be, will never diminish my love for you in any way, even if you fall down, if you make mistakes, whatever. I always reassure him that the love only grows and never gets subtracted. So I just take time to give him that love, reassurance, respect is major. And, you know, I let him be independent because the reason why I was able to be so strong, especially like, you know, when you said, iba yung mindset ko when I found out I was going to be a single mother, was because my parents taught me to be independent at such a young age. When we were kids, sa taping, mag-isa ako pupunta.
Hello, nasa Singapore ka nga at 13.
Tapos nagta-taxi
Wala
jeep.
nang mas independent pa dun.
Nagta-taxi jeep, tricycle ako, bus at the age of 8.
Grabe,
Yeah, para lang makapuntang ABS kasi yun talaga. Of course, I don't let my son do that. I'm a little bit more protective. But when it comes to making decisions or having deep conversations, and we talk about God a lot, and we share a friendship, which is great. I'm thankful. Sana when he becomes a teenager, hindi mawala yung friendship na yun. But, I mean...
You know what, Di? I don't think mawawala yun. I'm learning so much from you because kasi yun naman talaga dapat yung relationship na meron tayo sa anak natin. It has to be...
I need tips at the camp.
Beyond just making sure you're alive, you're clean, and nakakain ka, nakatulog ka, kailangan, nabigay ko lahat ng gusto mo. It has to be beyond that.
Yeah.
It's more of like how you connect with your child, how you understand each other, and especially, being able to talk about hard topics. And I'm glad that, we get to talk about it this way.
Yeah.
Because this is the other side of parenting. This is that side of parenting that not everyone gets to really access or to try na, uy, pwede pala tong isang style na to. Kasi itong isa lang naman yung nakasanayan natin. Okay. Let's go to Dee's room.
Oh, yeah!
Alam mo, sobrang cute ng concept na yun, Dee. And first of all, how did you get into anything Korean?
I think it started because I think I was first introduced to anything Korean related was when I did theme songs for 2 Korean novellas.
Okay.
For GMA.
Cool!
Yeah, I was just the voice. Like, I didn't promote it or anything. I just sang yung main song, what do you call that? Like when...
Yung theme song.
Ayun, yung theme song ng dalawang teleserye yun. And then, when I was a teenager, and that was the time that Dara had moved to Korea.
Yes.
And then she did 21. But before that, my friend was so into Beast.
Okay.
It was, I think this was around 2009. Yeah, or
14
2008.
years ago.
Yeah. And then so I was able to meet them pa in person. And then I started, but I was so busy. So I would like fangirl or watch stuff or listen to stuff. And then my life was filled with anything on set. So ako yung batang set na kahit tapos na yung role ko sa show, tatambay ako kasi mag-PPA ako, mag-AD ako, tutulong ako sa script, or nag-uupo ako sa tabi ni Direk para matutunan yung angles, yung lighting, or kaibigan ko lahat ng gaffers. So, kung mag-iinuman sila, tatabi, minsan iinom din ako. But kasi tapos na ako. So, yeah.
Kahit ano nang gawin mo, okay na yun.
My life was basically my script, my set, working out, and then when I had free time, I would listen to or watch, K-pop, K-dramas. But I wasn't so full-blown as when I finally got time to be a human. For the first time in like 20-something years, I got to watch TV again.
Okay.
I got to watch YouTube again. Because, again, we became moms, right?
Yes.
So, kung batang set ako, tapos naging mom ako. So it was sharing that world now between being a mom, which is my top priority. So, tatlong places lang yung pinupuntahan ko araw-araw is home, gym, and taping. I only started really having a life during I know it's unfortunate, the pandemic, but I found a way to just live in a safe bubble during the pandemic, still helping a lot of people, still being there for my family, but I made it, instead of being sad, I made it my goal to zone in on my kid.
Okay.
And then to zone in on stuff that makes me happy.
Okay.
And then so I finally got to geek out about anime. Like I used to geek out about K-dramas and K-pop, and then get in touch with K-pop groups that I fell in love with in 2016, 2017.
Yes.
So yeah, and I started watching shows that I like. Like I used to watch Japanese variety shows that are nakakatawa, Korean variety shows na nakakatawa, and then yun, parang I think everybody was so into just watching anything online.
Yes, anything that'll make them feel good nung panahon na yun.
Yeah.
Okay, so paano pinanganak ang Dee's Room?
So,
How did the concept come about?
So I knew, because I actually shot a YouTube channel pre-pandemic. It was a travel series that I never released. We have 8 episodes. It was after I found out I was a candidate for cancer. And then, buti na lang, non-cancerous yung mga cysts ko.
Yes.
But I just took that as a new phase in my life. So I shot this whole travelogue where the first episode is...
Hindi mo pa ito in-air? So do you plan?
No, because when I was gonna air it, the pandemic happened, and it would have been insensitive to release a travel log about life when
Everyone's
everybody's
stuck at
struggling.
home.
Yeah, so the first episode I skydove.
Wow!
Yeah, and then
Why
second
sana i-release mo to soon?
it was a different time in my life. I was also going through like my fiance and I rescinding our relationship, ending our cutting off, stopping, putting a nail in the coffin. Ang dami na. Stopping, ending, and starting a new chapter. So it was kind of like a whole renewal thing for me, but I couldn't air it. So I said, you know what? I want to do something that's my love letter to our industry. And they were like, how can it be a love letter? It's so light and fun and games. I was like, because us growing up as artists, we never really had interviews that were about us and not about a show or about controversy.
The role. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and then I started looking at how much I love, K-drama artists and K-pop artists. And I'm like, why do people fall in love with them so much?
Yes.
It's because you watch their story grow.
Yes.
So you watch their backstories, they have their own...
It's not just the performance that you like, it's actually them behind those things.
Yes. So I wanted to show local artists, their beautiful sides for their fans to see. So, artists, you could fall in love with your favorite artist all over again. That's the tagline I always say, because that's my love letter to the industry, because I want them to feel safe.
Yes.
I don't want them to feel afraid of what to answer, what to say. Ganyan. I just want them to feel they're most beautiful, they're most relaxed, and they're most fun.
And that they can share anything and it's okay.
Yeah, it's a safe space. Whatever they don't feel like showing, we don't have to show it. Whatever they don't want to do, we don't have to do it. You know what I mean? And then I also wanted a place that when celebrities from other countries come, they have a place where they can stop to promote, where they can be fearless, right?
Yes.
And
they can feel safe. Especially nasa ibang bansa ka eh.
Yeah.
Iba yung culture dito.
And I also wanted to show how high quality our interviews can be.
Yes.
So that was really like a whole journey that I wanted to push. I know I'm not going to make money. I haven't made money from the show ever. So whatever we make on YouTube goes to the episode production. But it really is a passion project. And I hope that more people can subscribe. A lot of the times,
Please do. Yung mga K-drama fans dyan, K-pop fans dyan, lahat ng mga Koreans na pumupunta dito sa Pilipinas, kailangan mong nang dumaan sa this room bago sila pumunta sa iba nilang gusto nilang gawin. Ang ganda-ganda ng concept ng show mo. And to be honest, nung una, I'm like, see, and then it grows on you.
Yeah.
Kasi ganun yung pakiramdam eh. Hindi mo muna sila kilala sa umpisa. But as, you watch the episode and you learn more about these people, you'll be like, oh, I understand now where they come from, why they are this way, ano pa yung mga pangarap nila sa buhay nila, and so on and so forth. And all those things, sobrang saya lang.
I just wanted something good vibes. Like, the world is so freaking stressful. So I just wanted something like, if you want to, de-stress, chill, you're about to doze off, but your mind is still going, and you need like some laughter. I read a lot of comments and they say, I'm watching while everybody's asleep. I can't laugh. So pinipigilan daw nila yung tawa nila under the covers, because I'm not trying to make anybody laugh, but it's just that the situations, they're so free. The artists become so free and silly. So nakakatuwa makita silang ganun. So hopefully, we get more guests on the show. It's been a wild ride trying to make this thing grow. But that's my love letter to the Philippine industry.
Please do check out Dee's channel. I swear, matutuwa kayo. Baka i-binge watch yun na yung buong channel ni Dee. But congrats, Dee, on that. And I know it's gonna fly kasi
hopefully.
Ako naniniwala ako, Dee, if it's something that you really love to do and hindi mo siya pinipuwersa o pinipilit, people just get drawn to it. You don't really have to like put it out there na, panoorin nyo. They just really get drawn to it kasi nararamdaman nila yung sincerity ng show and how genuine it is.
And I want to represent the Philippines. Like when sometimes if they Google or YouTube one of their favorite artists and then something comes up, they'll be like, oh, this is a show from the Philippines? Yes. What? This looks so good. Yeah. And then like when they have somebody come over, of course we have MJ Felipe, but aside from that, on a artist-to-artist note, like, you know,
Ibang experience.
to represent, us. Like, I used to be an MTV VJ, but I haven't done it in a while. So,
This is you going back to that,
because I can't act right now. When tapings go back to normal, babalik ako. But
And
I
we're
miss it.
looking forward to that.
Oh, God.
Gee.
I hope marunong pa ako umarte.
Ay nako, ang iyakin mo kaya.
No,
Ito,
Ate
ito, ito ang taong hindi nauubusan ng luha.
No, ikaw yun. Ate Cams, how was it going back to work? I wanted to ask you naman. After
know
not
what?
acting for a long time.
It was fun.
Okay.
No, siguro it was also
Were
such
you
a
nervous?
blessing. Super. 5 years of no acting, di. But siguro I was also very fortunate na yung team na napuntahan ko sobrang gaan. Walang pressure, walang bad vibes. You know how bad vibes can actually get to you?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you feel nervous, tapos wala nang lumalabas na emosyon.
Yeah.
Wala akong na-feel na gano'n.
The pressure.
Fortunately.
Oh, good,
So,
good.
I would say I'd do it again up until, yung experience maging wali.
No,
But I hope not.
We get better every day.
Yes,
And,
that's true. At saka laban lang.
Yeah,
Diba?
fighting.
In life, laban lang. Thank you, Dee.
No,
for doing that.
Oh, I'm so happy. Finally.
Yes.
And don't forget your balls, guys.
Oh, yes. Don't forget. It's so good. Thank you so much for watching this episode,
Thanks
guys.
for having me,
Thanks,
Ate
Dee. See you next time. Hi everyone! Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos of Cam Cook With Me.